we must talk about J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance, author of Hillbilly Elegy, a book that sold in huge numbers, a book that actually showed the disconnect that was taking place between the big cities on the coasts and middle America. And J.D. Vance, somebody that I've met many, many times myself, he won the primary in Ohio last night. For those that don't know, he's going to be the Republican candidate running for Senate. He had been miles behind the other candidates. And then 3 weeks ago, a guy called Donald J. Trump endorsed him, and he won it. So, Emma Jo, reflections and thoughts, please, on J.D. Vance's victory and the present power that Donald Trump enjoys amongst Republican supporters.
Yeah, I mean, this was a fascinating race because, like you said, JD was struggling throughout most of the campaign, and then all of a sudden, Donald Trump swoops in and made that endorsement, which I think was absolutely brilliant and a perfect endorsement for Trump, a perfect fit for him. He did a rally for JD, and just he took off. He absolutely took off, and it goes to show that this is still Trump's party. You know, the GOP, the Republican Party, is not going back to its establishment ways. It's not. The voters are not ready for that, and they don't want that, and they still want somebody who is going to fight for their interests, which often clash with the interests of the establishment, you know, of Washington, because that city and the Beltway in general, even in New York, is so far removed from the reality and the life of the voters and the people in the rest of the country. And Ohio, I think, is going to be a really interesting race because JD is now in the general election going to be running against a politician who has been in politics for 20 years, Tim Ryan, the Democrat, and he has presided over Ohio, especially the state that JD is running in, being absolutely decimated by the globalist economic policy, by exporting, you know, manufacturing jobs to China, by, you know, focusing on a corporate-centric, bottom-line-centric economic policy, an economic policy that was devised on Wall Street. And I think that JD is really going to go for that in Trump form and really hit him on that and ask him to answer for the last 20 years where Ohioans have been so hurt